this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today I'm doing decimals and I'm going to be showing you how to add and subtract decimals. So to add and subtract decimals, write the numbers so that the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. are all in place value columns. So all that means is if you look at this first example, you can see the decimal points are underneath each other. The ones are in line, the tens are in line, the tenths are in line, and this one little hundredth is out by itself. It's not trying to stay in line with anything else. Okay, so if I want to add those two numbers, if you do have this case where you have only one number having a hundredth here or any other place value, if you have a gap, you can always put a 0 in there for any missing numbers. So you always want to start with the far right hand side and add down the column. 1 plus 0 is 1. Then once that's done, move along to the next column. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now if it becomes a 2-digit number, like that one has, 11, you put the ones digit here, which was a 1, and you carry the tens digit up on top of the next column. So there's my 11, 1, 1, 11. Now when I add this column, I have to also add the 1 in. So I have 1 plus 3 plus 7, which is 11 again. So the 1 will go here and another 1 will be carried up to the next column. Now adding those numbers together, 1 plus 6 plus 2 is 9. Now the decimal point will go straight beneath the others so that the answer will be 91.11. Okay, let's look at example number 2. Evaluate 86.34 plus 107.291. So first of all, we need to set it up in columns like this. So the first number was 86.34. The second number had 100 in the hundredths position. So we need that to come over here. 100, 0, 10, 7 ones, 0.291. Okay, so I've spaced those numbers out a bit to give myself plenty of room. And we can see that I have a gap here. So let's put an extra 0 in there. Now, starting on the right-hand side, 0 plus 1 is 1. 4 plus 9 is 13. So 1, 3, 13. The next column, the tenths, we have 1 plus 3 plus 2, which is 6. Next is the decimal point. Adding the ones together, the ones position, 6 plus 7 is 13. 13, like that. The next column, 1 plus 8 plus 0 is 9. And there's only this 1 here in the hundreds, so just a 1 there. So there's the answer, 193.631. Okay, both of those questions were adding. In question 3, we have a subtraction. So it's very important when you have gaps in subtraction, you need to put that 0 in. Okay, because I need to, for this first column here, 0 minus 8. Well, you can't actually do that. You can't take 8 away from nothing. So what we need to do is we need to borrow 1 or take 1 from the column in front. So I'm going to cross out the 4 and it's going to become a 3. I'm taking one of those out of there and I'm going to put it in front of the 0. So I've borrowed 1 from here, taken 1 from the 4, and I've put it here in front of the 0, making this a 10. So now what I can do is I can go 10 minus 8 is 2. Moving to the next column, 3 minus 1, well, we can do that. That's also 2. Then we have a decimal point. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2.22 is the answer. Question 4, set out in place value columns and then calculate. So 0.418 minus 0.093. So try to keep your columns nice and neat. It makes it easier. So 0.418 minus 0.093. Okay. Starting on the right-hand side, 8 minus 3 is 5. 1 minus 9, we can't do that. We can't take away more than we have. So we're going to take 1 from the column in front and put it in front of that 1, making it 11. 11 minus 9 we can do. We get 2. 3 minus 0 is 3. The decimal points stay there. And 0 minus 0 is 0. So the answer is 0.325. For question 5, I have a bit of a wordy problem here. Belinda has a $50 note to pay for her groceries. If the amount due is $37.25, how much change will she receive? To work that out, we have to do a subtraction. She starts with $50. And we want to take away what she has to pay, which was $37.25. Now we have some missing positions over here. So we're going to put a decimal point in and add a few zeros. Now we want to subtract. 0 minus 5 we can't do. So we want to borrow from here, but we can't because that's a 0. So we want to borrow from here and we have to come all the way up to the 5. And we're going to borrow 1 from the 5, making that a 4. And we have to move it down. We can only move it down one place at a time. So we move it to there and it becomes a 10. Then I can borrow 1 from there, making it a 9, and move down to the next one. And I can borrow 1 from there, making it a 9, and put the one I borrow into the next one. Okay, so now I can subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. Then the decimal point. 9 minus 7 is 2. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So we'll put our dollar sign in there as well. So her change is $12.75. Okay, so we've reached practice time in our lesson today. So this is where I want you to pause the video and try to repeat what we've learned in our lesson today. So I want you to try and do these addition and subtraction problems. So pause the video, give them a go, and then restart to see how you went with your answers. Okay, question 1. Evaluate the following addition and subtractions. So we need to write this in columns. 14.657 plus 8.27. Okay, we can put an extra 0 in here. 7 plus 0 is 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. We need to carry the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 2 is 9. Decimal points next. 4 plus 8 is 12, so 2 is here, carry the 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So the answer is 22.927. For B, we have 3 numbers, okay, which is a bit different, but you follow the same process. Set it all out so all the numbers are in columns. 4.671. Then we're going to have 23.5 and 102.43. And they're all being added together. So we need a 0 there, there, and there. So the only thing in this column is the 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 7 plus 0 plus 3 is 10. So 0 here, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. Looking at making 10s here. 6 and 4 makes 10. So 15 there, 16. Adding this column, 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2. So that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put our decimal point in here. 2 plus 1 plus 0 is 3 and 1. So we have 130.601. Part C, subtraction, 72.65 and 24.8. Let's put the extra 0 in there. 5 minus 0 is 5. 6 minus 8 we can't do. We need to take one from here to make it 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. Then the decimal point. 1 minus 4 we can't do, so we have to borrow from here, making this 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So 47.85 for the answer. Last question, number 2. Liam is going on a 7.6 kilometre bushwalk. A little while into the walk, he sees a sign that indicates that he has 3.8 kilometres to go. How far has he walked? Well, he has walked whatever is in between 7.6 and 3.8. We need to subtract them. So he started with 7.6 kilometres to go. He now has 3.8 kilometres to go. So if we subtract them, we'll get our answer. 6 minus 8 we can't do. Take one from here. 16 minus 8 is 8. Then the decimal point. 6 minus 3 is 3. So he's actually walked halfway because he's walked 3.8 and he has 3.8 kilometres still to go. That's the end of our lesson today on adding and subtracting decimals. Keep practicing and join me again next time. Bye.